afternoon, everybody. My name is Steve Gallo. For those of you who don't know me, on behalf of my partners, Al Golbo, Gerard Papetti, Matt DeFelice, Joe Sarnecki, and Greg Chabusky, I'd like to welcome you to the 9th Annual U.S. Financial Golf Challenge. For those of you that have been here for several years, welcome back. For you newcomers, you're in for a great day. I'm proud to announce that to date, through your generosity and the lousy golf play of the U.S. Financial Golf Team, we have raised over $175,000 for dozens of different charities. So thank you for that support. Nearly 25 years ago, Al, Gerard, and I, along with a staff of 3, believe it or not, 3 people, started U.S. Financial in Fairfield, New Jersey. And we hoped that we'd have a positive impact on our clients and our community. I don't think any of us ever envisioned that we'd be standing here today with 37 members of our staff in presence in 4 different states. And I thank all of you for that. I'd like to take a moment to introduce a lot of those 37 people that are here today. Our Chief Investment Officer, Jay Coda. Where's Jay? Thank you. Our group of advisors, Miriam Lopez, who's not here today, Evan Drury, who's somewhere in the audience, Carol Lloyd Cohen, not here today, Alex Less, and our newest, Darlene Giz, who's in the audience there. Our staff, Beth Perry, Christy Pomrose, Val Ionico, Linda Tyrone, Nita Hazin, Maura Gill, Michael McNair, Pam Barati, Heidi Roberto, Colette Burnett, Marty Burns. This was a lot easier. It was only a few of us. Nita Camarada, Leo Kana, and Charlie Rich. They're here somewhere. All right. In our New York office, we have Christina Diazio, Louise Albert, Stephanie Ponce, Stephanie Crody, and Miguel Malig. In our North Carolina office is Jeff McElroy and Dana Roberts. And in our South Carolina office, B.J. Bryant and Kathleen Rich-Great. Thank you. Although it's the partners who receive all the recognition, it's truly our staff doing the work behind the scenes every day that truly make everything happen. And for that, you have our sincere appreciation. I'd also like to thank our strategic partners who not only support us in our work every day, but have generously financially supported this event today. We have Allianz, AssetMark, Eaton Vance, and not only is Eaton Vance financially supported us, but Jim is playing on our team, replacing Mr. Gobo today. Empower, JP Morgan, PGIM, Pacer, Pacific Life, Protective, and Virtus. Those of you who have been here in the past are used to seeing Mr. Gobo up here making the introduction. Unfortunately, Al's mother-in-law is in her final hours, and he is down in Florida with his family to be with her. He is missed, and Jerry's going to tell some bad jokes on his behalf later on. So, with that, I'm going to turn this over to my partner, Matt, who is going to help introduce the teams that are playing today and what charities they're playing for.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. We have been blessed with great weather, thankfully. No rain, so we're happy about that. Yeah. I'd like to invite, I'm going to announce each team captain. I'd like to invite him up to the podium, as we always do, to spend a minute or two to talk about the charity they're playing for and why they're playing for it, why it's a good cause.
I need to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm bad.
Go ahead.
I forgot to introduce one person who I had this whole thing at the end of the thing and I didn't read it. The one person who not only keeps our boat afloat, but without her, this event wouldn't happen. Our head of operations, Roz Gallagher. God, I had this whole thing prepared. I can't believe it. And I purposely waited to the end, and then I forgot it. All right, you can go back. I'm sorry. Wow.
Oh, boy. Gallo, you're in trouble. All right. Steve's going to pay for that one many times over, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah. So I'd like to invite each team captain up to the podium if you can, speaking to the mic. We like to promote this event, and we take these little clips, we send it out to the charities, They put it on their social media pages and the websites and everything, and it just creates a lot of goodwill around the event. So we'd like to start with Team Asman. Lloyd Asman, come on up.
Thank you, Matt. I'm Lloyd Astman. We're playing for Gift of Life, and everyone knows food is the gift of life, so we're here for lunch, the bar, and dinner. Thank you. Oh, what time is the bar open?
It's open now.
You never should tell me that. We're playing for Gift of Life, which is a charity started in Long Island and supported by a lot of the Rotary clubs in northern New Jersey and the metropolitan area. Gift of Life identifies children that were born with major cardiac defects and arranges for them to have corrective surgery to save their lives. And traditionally, they brought the children in from third world countries like the Philippines, Ukraine, Central America, brought them to the United States, and local hospitals agreed to do the surgery. St. Joe's in Patterson was a big one that does it. Montefiore in the Bronx does the surgery. But lately, those hospitals are not so happy about taking on these high-risk cases, but the doctors still want to do the surgery. So Gift of Life now pays the doctors, just to cover their travel expense, the doctor doesn't charge anything, to go to these countries with their team of nurses and volunteers, primarily from Rotary, and they perform surgeries there, not only correcting the children's problems, but they teach the local doctors how to do the procedures as well. So it's a great organization, and it's wonderful to see these kids who have very poor circulation, blue lips, blue nails, fingernails, and then a month later they're absolutely normal and they'll live a normal life. So, thank you.
Thank you. So we're playing for the Mark Gobo Scholarship Foundation. Al's younger brother, Mark, passed away. He was my best friend, and when he passed, we found out he was really involved with the church. No one even knew. And the school involved with the church, Our Lady of Grace in Fairview, they have a scholarship in his name where there's a lot of needy families that would never be able to send their kids there, and we're glad to be able to help them out. And Mark was very involved with that church. He had coffee with Father Peter almost every day, and we never knew it. And he used to help him build the manger and do all stuff around the church and the school out of the goodness of his heart. So we're looking to keep his name alive at Our Lady of Grace in Fairview. And good luck to everyone today. These charities are really amazing. Thank you.
Afternoon, everyone. Our team's playing for the Kimpact Foundation. Kimpact is a noun for an individual or group that inspires with great passion, brings a vision to life, connects people with possibility, and acts as a catalyst for positive change. Kim Casano was taken too soon. She lost her battle with lung cancer. And as she lived her life as a championing person who discovered and developed with their passion, she believed in connecting people, passion, innovation, and impact. And mostly, she believed every person should find an opportunity to pursue their passion and purpose. With that, Kimpact has raised over $150,000. They donate to Memorial Sloan Kettering for lung cancer research. With that, they've donated 2 adaptive wheelchairs to 2 young girls who can't get on the beach. They've also donated $15,000 in scholarships for kids to pursue their passion, and they've recently given $1,000 to the Hawaii Fire Relief. So as Kim always said, be mindful of the energy you bring into this space and spread positivity. So that's what we're here for today.
Hi there. We blew in late, so hopefully we'll catch up with all you guys. Our team is playing for 2 charities. The first one is for our son, Christopher Collins. He passed away with a very rare disease, but he was very fond of, when he was at college at Colorado State University, of traveling, of studying abroad. So the scholarship for him goes to help support those kids who are traveling abroad to kind of help defray the cost of that. The second one is for our daughter, Robin, who passed away with breast cancer. So in that regard, we're giving money to her breast cancer foundation. So thank you all very much. Thanks U.S. Financial Services, Greg Chubusky, for a great job. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing if we could win.
Well, we are playing for Tunnel of Towers, and I think most here know that organization, but it's hard to believe that, September 11, 2001 is when we had such a devastating, tragedy and lost so many lives. So, Steven Siller, ran through the Battery Tunnel, went up there and didn't come back. But his brother Frank is incredible man. I've had the honor to meet him, and they are just doing God's work really for our military, for our police, fire, and I just can't say enough about the organization and really how far-reaching and the work they do. To remember that, again, one of their sayings is freedom is not free, and thank God we're here to enjoy this. And so let's remember all our great servicemen and women and everyone else. Thank you.
So Howard, this is a charity that's near and dear to him. It's the American Heart Association. So we've all probably heard about the American Heart Association and the great work they do. Howard chose this charity because he says they're, run extremely well, efficient, not, a significant expense ratio with regard to administration, and they do tremendous work. What was thought to be a death sentence years ago is no longer due to the American Heart Association. No longer do you have the bed rest and imminent death. A handful of pioneer physicians believed it didn't have to be that way, conducted studies. On June 10th, 1924, got 100 years ago, they met in Chicago to form the American Heart Association, and believing scientific research could lead the way to better treatment and prevention. American Heart Association enlisted hundreds, thousands of physicians and scientists. In 1948, the association was reorganized, transforming professional scientific society to a nationwide voluntary health organization. Since then, the AHA has grown rapidly in size, influence, and nationally and internationally. They have more than 35 million volunteers. And Howard wanted me just to share with you just a couple of thoughts. Howard's father, his mom, and his brother have heart disease, right? And it's very near and dear. Howard's doing great, and so is his brother. And so this is a charity that is near and dear to Howard's heart. Thank you.
My charity, our charity, is for the Valerie Fund out of Maplewood, New Jersey. I had never really heard of the Valerie Fund until 2015 when my stepson, who was in his fall semester at Cornell, was coming home for Christmas break, and he's talking to his mother about coming home for Christmas break, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, I got this lump on my neck. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't think it's much. It was here in September, it went away, and it came back." And he goes, "I'll probably go see the doctor when I come back." So he comes back. His mother sets up an appointment for his doctor's appointment. He's still seeing his pediatrician. Pediatrician calls up, tells JD, "You got to go to the hospital and get this diagnosed." So he immediately goes to Morristown Medical Center. Fortunately, it was a pediatrician that referred him, so he went to the Goriab wing of the hospital, which is a pediatrician wing. His mother couldn't get out of work right away, so I go and meet him over there. We meet, he gets x-rays, he gets this and that. I meet with the doctor later on, and she goes, "You better call your wife." So my wife comes down, we meet with the doctor. They think it's leukemia at first, but they didn't do a biopsy. And so we schedule it, we go through a trip, we come back, they do the biopsy, they do the surgery, we go on a trip, we don't have the diagnosis. We come back in January from our trip, we meet with the doctor. There's a reason she didn't tell us before we went on our trip. She waited till we came back. He's diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. He subsequently has to quit school. He has to go to therapy 4 times, 5 days in a row in hospital because the treatment is so intense. And fortunately, it was in the Goriab wing, which was sponsored by the Valerie Fund. The Valerie Fund out of Maplewood, New Jersey, was started by the Goldstein family. Their daughter was, I forget how old, it's in the history there, 9. They had to go travel to New York for her, and they felt that they needed to provide an organization to provide psychological, medical, and other well-being services for these kids that they normally wouldn't get. Firsthand experience, what an organization. At the end of the year, when the kids ring the bell, they get to go up and they talk about what experience they have and what their goals are. Unbelievable. Moves you to tears. Great organization. Read about it. If you can think about donating to them, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
This is probably my 5th year here, and every time everyone gets up and talks about their charity, it is very moving. And especially our last gentleman, what a tough story. And it's hard to follow that, but I'll try, and it's a different need. The Blue White Scholarship Fund provides scholarships to students, juniors and seniors at Villanova, who have exhausted their financial aid and because of a family hardship can no longer stay in school. And they provide that grant to the students so they can continue their degree. And that student has to have a high academic level and committed to pay that grant forward, meaning that when they graduate and they start their career and they have sufficient funds, that they will turn around and grant that money. And the reason that Blue White is special to us is my wife, when she was a senior at Villanova last semester, her father lost her job. She was one of 5. She could not afford to go to school. She was going to have to drop out, and some kind alumni made a donation so she could finish school. And so that's why we donate to the Blue White Scholarship Fund. Over the last 20 years, they've helped over 350 students to complete their degrees, and they've given out $2.5 million over that period. So thank you, Jerry, for having us here. Really appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. My charity here is ALS of Greater New York. ALS is a disease near and dear to me. I actually have a fraternity brother who was diagnosed about a year ago with it. Currently, ALS serves the Greater New York area with palliative care, helping people aggressively looking for a cure to this disease. So this is kind of near and dear to my heart since it's so new and fresh. At a guy as young as my age to see a friend going through it right now. Him and his family constantly have our support, but I think it's a great mission to be out there looking for a cure and aggressive treatment, and I hope something comes for him in his lifetime. Thank you.
So we're playing for St. Jude's Children's Research. Everybody's been affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form. The only thing I could think of worse is a child to be struck with this. What St. Jude's does, besides cutting-edge technology and trying to cure it, they cover the costs for all treatments. On average, it's about $425,000 to treat. Whether you have insurance or not, they pick up that cost. They cover the travel. People come from all over the country and the world. They cover that cost. They cover the cost for housing as well. They also give you money for the food while you're there. So you can focus on your child. You cut out everything else, thinking about how am I going to pay for this? Focus on your child and make them well. I think if everybody, there's a million charities and everything is great, but if you could, I really would try to pay for this. Give whatever you can. The ultimate goal is to make it that they are 100% curing all diseases. Right now they're at 80%. The ultimate goal is 100%. Every dollar counts. Thank you.
Thank you. Our team today will be playing for Staten Island University Hospital, more specifically for the Women and Children's Center, which was recently completed, and this will go to the daily operation. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we're playing for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital also. Team Patrick did a great job explaining what they do. I have a mission statement here I was going to read, but you covered it so well, I'm not going to do that. But I am going to do something that we used to do. No one introduces the team anymore. So I'm introducing my team. We used to do this every year. Now, I know I'm showing my age, but that's okay. The great Wayne Kenny, Anthony DeBarry, and Bob Federley are playing on Team Ray. Now, we have won twice. So I know there's no chance of ever winning again, especially with this Fugazi-Callaway system they have. But I do want to say I do miss Al. not being here because, and I'm sure the staff misses out quite a bit, because he usually gives them fuel for about a month to talk in the office. However, Steve, you got pretty close today. Thanks very much for having us.
Like that? Okay. So anyways, we chose the Diabetes Foundation, and basically we chose that for my husband also because he had leukemia 33 years ago, which led him to having diabetes. And with that, we've run into so many people and families that are affected and don't realize how debilitating diabetes is and how it affects your whole body and really affects like every single day of your life. So based on the mission statement, they do feel a critical need across the state of New Jersey. They help with medication and assistance, and it was designed to provide a short-term supply of diabetes medications to children and adults in need of emergency support. Their services help provide and overcome barriers to care, including health insurance, income, technology, language. It's its 30-year history. The Diabetes Foundation has expanded its services to become a one-stop shop where an individual can get all of their supplies and services for free. It has helped more than 10,000 individuals and their families facing the challenges of diabetes and to manage their blood sugar and to provide healthier, fuller lives.
That was from my better half, who supports me every day, who reminds me what my blood sugar is. But there's something I just wanted to say, because all of you probably know somebody in your friends, family, or relatives that has diabetes. I didn't really know what it was until I got leukemia and blown up my pancreas, and that's how it caused me to have diabetes. Today, diabetes is a debilitating disease that you cannot believe how it affects your life. I'm wearing two different pieces of electronics. One is an Omnipod, which pumps insulin into myself, and the other one monitors my sugar. And so with those two things that have technology, they didn't have this years ago. Usually I used to have to give myself a shot of insulin, guessing how much insulin I had to take, and it was really very tough to manage. But between the Omnipod pump and the Dexcom you've seen on television, where people don't have to prick their fingers so many times. But I just wanted to make you aware of the fact that the Diabetes Foundation helps support this technology that we have today. I mean, it's 2024, and I'm living here telling you I have these electronic things attached to my stomach. I can swim with it, shower with it, do anything I want. But the bottom line is, many, many people who have diabetes don't really even know what they could do if they reached out and had the Diabetes Foundation help them. It's unbelievable, disgusting disease. You can't believe what you can eat, what you can't eat, what you have to watch your sugar. I almost died twice because my sugar was too low, and because of research and everybody knowing what to have to do today with diabetes, I'm here. So when you see something in the mail that says donate to your Diabetes Foundation or association, please give them, because they are doing so much work to try to cure this terrible, terrible disease. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen, Al's sister. I want to do a special shout out to U.S. Financial Services today for making it possible for all of us to be able to support our favorite charities. When we support a charity, we not only help those in need, but we also enrich the lives of others. We develop a sense of purpose, build empathy, and strengthen our community bond. And that's what we are all doing here today. Our charity that we are working for today is the Mark Goebel Scholarship Fund. It was established in 2016 when our brother Mark had passed away. We created this charity to help the less fortunate attend the Academy of Our Lady of Grace School in Fairview, New Jersey. The reason we chose this since his passing was because Mark had such a dynamic connection with the church, the children there. He would know the children by their names. He would know the children's birth dates. On Sunday masses, he would acknowledge each and every one of them by name. Since 2016, we have supported this foundation, and we raised $102,000. Our goal was to keep our brother's legacy alive. With a heartfelt gratitude for your continued support, we thank U.S. Financial Services for hosting this event that gives us the opportunity to contribute to all of our favorite charities. In addition, we would also like to thank our loving friends who are like family to us for your continued love and support. Joe and Mike Benducci, you were best friends of Mark, and you were like family to us, and we love you. Good luck today to everyone, and remember to duck when you hit 4, or you can just cover your face, whichever works for you. Remember to stay hydrated, and I just want to leave you with my brother's famous words. Make today better than yesterday, but not as good as tomorrow. Thank you.
And we're going to tee you off at 1 o'clock. All right, you have time to maybe go hit some balls. We'd like to thank everybody. Steve's got one more housekeeping.
I forgot to mention to thank Roz Gallagher. No, sorry, I did that right. Listen, before everybody goes off and wants to see their cart, we want to get a group picture out front. So in about 5 minutes or so, if we could all assemble out there, get one big group picture, then everybody can run off to their carts. All right, thank you.